everybody, and welcome to another episode of Three Dads and a Console. We know not every dad can stay up to date on the latest and greatest in video game news that you need to know about, so we are here to do it for you. And remember, Pez, that this show is kid-friendly, so no earmuffs are needed. Now, on with the show. I'm one of your hosts, Bobble Plays, alongside, I don't know, Pez.
Hi, everybody. Like 30,000 pounds of Argentinian beef. I am here to poison these video game takes on this podcast.
What the F?
You didn't hear about that?
Happen?
Yeah, so...
No, I'm sorry, I'm not current on La News de
All right,
Argentina.
let's talk about events that are current. Apparently, the U.S. is going through some sort of beef shortage, which is weird because if you look at me, I am caked in beef.
You just had tacos.
Man. And the president then, and I'm glad Court's not here because then he goes on a rant about the president, but the president then said, hey, don't worry about it. We're making a deal. And he made a deal with an unknown source. It was Argentina to give beef that was rejected by other countries because it's full of poisons and chemicals that cannot be consumed, and 30,000 pounds or 30,000 pounds of beef in Texas and Florida had to be recalled because it was poisonous.
I don't mean to laugh.
I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Do you think young or old beef is gonna change its name to Argentina beef?
Messy beef, but it's MESSI.
Los beef. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, that's, don't worry. 2 people today died of measles in Pennsylvania, so shout out that. We've only had that vaccine for about 1 billion years.
It's crazy. And then I heard I know Dolly Parton recently passed away, and she recently had Argentine beef. So
yep.
You know that it's world famous for its pasture raised cattle, known for its lean, rich, and natural grass fed flavor.
Argentina?
Yeah.
Great.
That's what from Travel Life magazine. Guess who's losing their
I can't wait. Good thing I'm finalizing my will, so when I have tacos next Taco Tuesday and I'm dead, at least everyone gets my assets.
I like I'm glad you put me in that will.
Yeah, the monkey's paw is Waba's getting everything, but he legally cannot sell any of it on eBay for 25 years. For 25 years post death.
I'm having that circled on the calendar, like the day of. It is so on. All that it has to appreciate. I told him because I'm like, just leave it all to me because I'm banks get knocked over all the time.
Can't
but
trust banks.
I've never been robbed, so I'm like a bank, but I'm safer.
Yeah, you can't trust banks, but Waba Plays.
Yeah,
trust them.
FD's nuts insured.
Damn. Okay. All right. It says it's a family friendly podcast, and then drops a D's nuts on them.
That wasn't me. That's just
Court,
that's the
why
acronym.
Would you do this? Court, why would you do this?
That's the acronym from America. So today was a big day. So it's the start of school. So I have a 2nd grader now.
How was the first day of school?
Good. We did the whole picture thing. My wife has like one of those boards that you like fill out about what they want to be. But the bigger thing is, so she always takes today off. And so the big thing was to surprise my daughter with a new bed. Ooh. So one of our friends and my wife, I worked because I don't do manual labor.
Classic.
And so it was just going up there was stressing me out because they also like organize and I don't throw anything away. So they had to hide a lot of it from me. But yeah, so now it went from like a toddler bed that could she was basically in there forever. You drop it down to now a loft bed with lights and
a big girl bed
stuff. It's very cool.
We love big girl beds.
It's great. All her toys are underneath. The only downside is the fan can conflict with it. So you just got to turn the fan off at night. But she was very excited. So that was very cool. So that was a nice surprise for her when she got back.
That is cool. You guys went to school early. Huh?
Yeah. Maybe, school's starting early, so it can end early.
We start next week. So my daughter goes into 10th grade. Dude, there is so Mikey P in chat said time is a thief. I've got a 3rd and 5th grader. Like I have a 10th grader and I have 3 years of high school left and then I'm done. and then I'm done. And let me tell you, folks, there is good and bad with this. The good is if you like your partner, you will reconnect and you'll be able to do things like my wife and I do, which is one weekend a year in August, usually as like a see you on the other side of the sports season. We do like a little couples trip and it's a blast. It's great. Um 2 weeks ago we went to Pittsburgh, saw Zach Brown band, a couple of Red Sox games, one of the best ballparks I've ever been to. And it's fun to be able to, even on like a random Thursday, sitting there with the wife, the kids like bumming around the house, and you go, hey, you want to go out to eat? And she's like, yeah. And you go to your teenager, you go, you want to go eat? And they go, no, I'm good. Don't have to look for a babysitter. Don't have to do any of that. Don't have to plan it a week in advance and call grandma or call grandpa or call up the babysitter. None of that. You just go. There's a nice piece of freedom after having to do the parent thing for a while. So enjoy it while it lasts. But no, on the other side, you get to be yourself again, which parents lose a lot of when they're raising children. Because you're so focused on raising children.
See, it's like that scenario, except I'm the kid. Because my wife is like, hey, I'm going to take our child to get her hair done, near where her parents live. Do you want to, go? And we'll get dinner. And they go.
You're like, no.
Respectfully, no. So I'm the one that's bumming around instead.
You're the child.
I'm the bum. They're gonna go out. They're gonna have a nice time. And again, it's just because it's more the way. I don't know. It's just any chance I have.
You don't have to
lay
justify
around,
it to
I'll take
me. You don't
I'm
justify
not.
anything to me.
No,
Don't justify
I'm
it to me.
not.
I get it. My
Dude,
wife and my
dude,
daughter go do
I'm
stuff.
not a
They're like, you
cop.
want to come with us? And I go, no. And then I go up into this room and I play video games by myself, and I have a great time.
Hey, that's what it is.
That's what it's about. That's
So
what it's
that's
about.
what
Next,
we've.
you want to hear something crazy before we go on? Next year, my kid drives. I know.
So you're gonna buy her a car, or how's that gonna work?
I think the plan is upgrade my wife's car now, because she has her Santa Fe has about 140,000 miles on it, and then in a year to a year and a half, look at, depending on where we are in life and where our economy is, and if we're not standing out in bread lines for like 6 days, and we're not trying to siphon gas from our neighbors and get shot, I will probably buy myself a car and then give her my current car, because my current car, it's a 2014 Chevy Cruze. Waba has had the pleasure of seeing it.
Yep.
And
I siphoned. That's where I siphoned some
that's
gas.
where all my
from
gas
last
goes.
time.
Greg, can you fix my computer? And I come down, and then all of a sudden he's like, all of a sudden I have no gas in the tank, and it's gone.
You only need 3 tires to drive,
Yeah.
so you'll be all right.
Yeah, it's fine. And
why don't you just download her a car? Remember that was a big concern. It seems pretty easy.
Because those commercials told me that I wouldn't download a car, so I'm not.
But you could.
But I could.
And you should.
You're right. Not only should I and could I, but maybe one day I will.
It's crazy. I remember like in high school getting so the whole car thing, like I got a lease. Shout out to, the lease folks back in the day, in the year.
Shout out to the lease folks.
Well, how old was I? 2006.
Oh, what a baby, dude! You were probably just
it
out of
cost
diapers.
It cost like $250 for a lease. And you couldn't do that now without like mining your car for Bitcoin when it's not in use. Like it's how do you it's crazy.
Dude, who knows? Who knows? I am so old. I tell my oldest, who's going to be 23 years old, that there was a time in my life when I was driving that gas was 99 cents a gallon.
Was that before or after the Great Depression?
That was it was either grain for the horses to pull the buggy or 99 cent gas, 99 cent per gallon gas.
Yeah, the roads back when there were both Ford automobiles and horse-drawn carriages.
Yeah, and here's the crazy thing: Boston was still all cobblestone, so it didn't matter.
It was all just the same.
Yeah, it's just the same.
My daughter always asks, she like talk about things in the past. She goes, was it black and white then?" I'm like, yes, everything that it was in history before today was in black and white.
Yeah, right. I mean, I do tell my daughter and her friends, like, you need to listen to me. I was born in the late 1900s.
I hate that that's a way you can refer to us.
I know, but it makes me laugh every time.
Like, I went to an event I told you before with a summer camp I used to go to, and I was like, oh yeah, it'll be interesting to see some of my old counselors. What was more interesting are seeing some of my old campers, and
Just
they
be like
had
full
their
grown
wives there.
adults.
Yeah, and I told them like, oh yeah, it's good. I'm like, dude, if you tell me that one of you has kids, I'm going to jump in the lake. And that's the last you'll hear of me. They're like, well, actually, this guy has a kid.
Yeah.
Like, it's I'm like 1 year. I'm like, stop.
I just made the motion to like show the wallet pictures, and that's not a thing. That's
The
not
whole
a thing.
thing unfolds.
That's not a thing. I literally did it. That's not a thing. That's not a thing.
Yeah, you want to see my 19 grandkids? Yeah, that's
let me
Mima's
tell ya.
wallet.
Yeah, Mima and Peepaw out here just ripping pictures of their grandkids. And me, apparently, in Pezpaw. Mima, Peepaw, Pezpaw. Just like, here, look at the kids.
And then he's like, all right, slide over. You can sit in the middle seat because obviously there's no middle console in my vehicle. There's just a middle seat.
That's
the
right.
front
Sit in the
row.
middle seat. And don't wear your
Oh.
seatbelt. You'll be fine.
So talking about jumping in the lake, let's talk about some Xbox news.
Let's do it.
No, there's a so the first thing we're gonna talk about, there's some news that came out today. We want to talk about the Stage Hero was announced. We want to talk about some digital key news, but first we want to talk about the new Xbox price point. You brought this up to us.
Sure
Something to the tune of 900 US Argentina be free dollars.
Ladies and gentlemen, gaming is no longer going to be considered a hobby for everybody, and it's clear to me with this. So as we know, it is very expensive to build a PC. It's funny, we in old beef in Argentina Beef's Discord, we I'm gonna call him that tomorrow. He's gonna go, I don't know what you're talking about.
Just spam the Argentinian flag in his Twitch chat.
I might have to. I might change his stream title to something about Argentinian beef. And as a mod, I can do that.
Yo, skill's so sick they call me Argentinian beef.
Incredible. One of my very good friends, I Am High Life, posted a Newegg deal on an incredible PC that was about $2,100, and I was like, hey, that's a great price. Another guy goes, oh, I built the same computer but better for $1,300, and we said, when did you do that? And he said 2 years ago. And we went, well, okay, welcome to the conversation. Like, good for you. It is now super expensive to play video games, and moving forward, it's going to be incredibly more expensive to buy new consoles. Project Helix is Xbox's next console, rumored to launch in November of 2027. It is supposed to be a PC console hybrid, and the rumor is that this console is going to run you anywhere between $900 to $1,300. Now, the $1,300, the rumor is it's going to be more of a higher end hybrid, potentially with things like Game Pass, like a year of Game Pass or something wrapped into it. But as a predominantly console focused player, Waba, how would you feel if Sony came out or Microsoft came out and said, hey, the next console you buy is going to run you $900?
Oof. Unpopular take, I would. Would I be fine with it? No, but I would. And I say that with having stuff on the side due to my like extracurricular ventures. However, I realize that's not for everyone. Like, not everyone can do that.
Right.
So like it makes it very challenging. Also, to the fact that it's like, oh yeah, we'll do a 1300 build, and you get a year of get. Like, if I'm them, I would actually build that like a higher price in the beginning, make your money, and just give them free games pass. Like going forward, I wonder what like. God, I'm so interested in what that model would look like. But like, there is a like model in which like you would be like it would be a good deal for either the person or for Xbox.
Mhm.
I don't know who. You have the people that buy it and then maybe they're like, in 2 years, like, I'm done with gaming or whatever. And it's like not a transferable license for the Game Pass. So if they sell it, like you can still make money on the new one.
Right.
And if they decide it's like a gym membership, but
Mhm.
they've already prepaid for it forever. So I don't know. That would be interesting. But yeah, I think people would I think people wanted because I think you saw it too with the Switch too. Yes, there was a mad dash from the people who wanted it, and now like you can find them anywhere. And because
Right.
it's like what 450, 500. I mean, that's the
Mhm.
reason I'm not picking it up because I mean I don't play that much Switch, but like yeah, it's if that's too much for somebody, 900, good luck.
Yeah.
1300.
For real. For real.
Like the only people who are gonna buy that are people who can deduct it.
Right. And the problem is when you and someone and Mikey in chat said the same thing. Twitch.tv/Pizzelle561. Come hang out with us. It is people don't keep their PCs in their living room hooked up to their TV like they do with like a PlayStation, right? Because A, like it's super cumbersome. B, you want to play your PC on like the beautiful small 4K monitor that does a lot of stuff and things. And people aren't going to migrate to PC, especially. I'm going through this now with my brother. Happy birthday, Big Duke, by the way. Going through this right now with my
Happy
brother
birthday.
who bought a beautiful PC that I recommended. And because he is not a PCer, has had so many problems with it that I have driven down to his apartment 3 or 4 times just to troubleshoot problems. So not only is it expensive, it's not a plug and play like a PlayStation is. It also takes an incredible wealth of knowledge. The flip side to that is there's a lot more AI now, so you can like ask Gemini a bunch of questions. The flip side to that is the reason these consoles now are going to be $1,300 is because of increased RAM usage and stuff like that from data centers from AI. So it's just like robbing Peter to pay Paul at this point when it comes to all these type of things. Long-winded response to say that I think those in the console market are going to primarily stay in the console market. So if you have had a PlayStation, PS1, 2, 3, 4, if you've been on this ride, like, are you gonna just get off it because you can't afford it? Or are you going to put it on your credit card and say, you know what, I'll deal with it at a different time?
Right, let it ride.
Let it ride. We're gonna let it ride.
Future money is not real money.
Yep, we're going full gamba. It doesn't matter what next week Pez thinks about last week Pez's purchase.
Affirm it. Pay cash advance.
There it is. There it is. And remember what I said probably 6 months ago. If you have to use like Klarna and do like 4 payments interest free, you don't need it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, everyone.
Right.
Do not do it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy, and I know it's like the parts get more expensive, but like I'd be interested to see like what their forecast is compared to like consoles already weren't making money.
Right.
And now when you add in increased parts, like are you really selling enough games? Especially if you're Xbox and you have like negative games. Like, oh, is Gears of War E-Day gonna be really the thing that puts you in the green?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. And so that's the other thing is, and Court and I talked about this last week on the show, is like Sony, for example, is going to sell the PS5 at a loss, right? Because they'll say, hey, these schmeckles are going to buy Spider-Man and Wolverine and God of War, but then in the same breath, Shohei Yoshida is like, hey, He's just my guy.
Doesn't work there.
He hasn't been there in about
He hasn't worked there in like 10
15
years.
years. Shohei Yoshida is going to be like, you know what? We also are going to sink millions and millions and tens of millions and potentially hundreds of millions into live service games that then you just shut the studio down. So you are literally just burning money. Like, again, we went through it. Spider-Man live service game dead. God of War live service game dead. The Concord
Horizon one nobody
dead.
wants.
The Horizon Hunters
That's
game
gonna be dead.
dead. Like, they've already said to Guerrilla Games, you have to come out and essentially configure it so it's a game people want to play, or we're going to take your studio and move you to other projects. And then they're also like shutting down places like, was it Housemarque? I think they shut down.
They did?
No, Blue Point, maybe they shut down. They shut one of these studios down. I feel like they shut
Blue
studios
Point
down.
they did.
Blue Point they shut down, not Housemarque. Although
Okay, I was like, dang.
But anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, one of these.
A bunch of studios got shut down and a bunch of live service games didn't work. And now you wonder, like, are these companies also going to have the capital to move off of things that just aren't your smash hit IPs? So if you buy the Project Helix, the question obviously is like, can you integrate? Is Steam integrated in this, or is GOG or even Epic Game Store, which is kind of trash? Like, can I get any of these on my PC? Because if you can I get any of these on my Xbox console? Because if you can, obviously that adds value to it, because then you can hook it up to your living room and then you can play your PC games and your Xbox games. But does Xbox, because they can't sell games, because, you know, Halo 5, not great. Gears of War E-Day, I think, is gonna be very good. The cast is like the original cast is back. Like, it looks like kind of an old school game, Gears of War, which I think people really, really want. But like, is that gonna move the needle? Probably not in 2026. Maybe in 2006. Maybe even in 2016. But I don't know if Gears of War has the smoke in 2026 like it used to have.
I think that also ties into like another thing we were going to talk about is like the whole digital key thing. Like, you're making these decisions that are, quote, consumer friendly. I don't understand it. And that's going to just increase your operating costs where you gain nothing. And then you now have to sell these consoles super high because you have made these decisions. Like, if I own a disc, why do I need to then download it?
Right.
Like, yeah, I get it's convenient, but like, if I'm Xbox, why do I care? So now I have to dedicate all these resources to be able to handle that additional strain on, you know, I'm assuming there's a resource cost
Do you want
per
to know?
downloaded game.
So you want to know why this is going to happen? Because Project Helix is not going to launch with a CD player, a disc drive. It's not going to have one. Like, so for those that don't know, whatever her face is, I forget, Asha, over the CEO of Xbox, essentially came out and said, today we're introducing, quote from Xbox.com, today we're introducing a feature that brings the benefits of digital or physical discs, giving players more flexibility in how they access and play supported games across the Xbox ecosystem. Xbox insiders can begin testing next week on the 31st. Essentially, what happens is you put your Xbox disc into your Xbox and you get a digital license for it. One of the questions I had before we go into that, what are your initial thoughts on that?
I don't like, again, like, I don't think that's bad. Like, in terms of like, yeah, now I own it digitally. That's fine. I guess it's also a way for you to like share it with your buddies. Like, yeah, let's just all trade games. So like, I don't see a negative. I see your point about like, well, if they're gonna move to, like, that's how they're gonna get people on. Like, oh, look, I have all these digital games anyway. Maybe I might as well buy the new thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't think it's for once. I don't think it's a bad thing.
Can I tell you the bad thing about it is because my thought immediately went to, well, how can we screw everybody else? And it was, well, what if I go to GameStop and I just spend $300 on a bunch of used games, right? Bunch of used Xbox 360 games, bunch of Xbox One games, a bunch of Xbox Series X games. Like, what if I just buy all these like digital games, like all these games, and then I get the digital game key, and then I trade them back into GameStop, and maybe I get $150 credit, right? Whatever. Here's the fine print on that. Anytime, if I were to take my NCAA 14, my Xbox 360 version, I pop it in my Xbox, I get my digital license, I can now play it forever. I give it to you and I say, hey man, here you go, enjoy it. You pop it in your Xbox, it revokes my license. And now you have it.
That's crazy.
So the thought process that like, oh, I will put it in my machine and get and now I'll have it and then I'll give it to my friend and Wava can play Gears of War Judgment and put it in his machine and then he's got it, isn't a thing. So it's like we're now going to put all these into our machine. I don't know where they go, right? I don't know if they just like if it's just like a digital game that just isn't installed, right? Like you just have the access to it and then you have to install it. Because that's the other thing of like, well, now you need multiple terabytes of storage because games these days are 100 plus gigabytes per game. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be, it could be Hello Kitty Island Adventure and it's 100 gigabytes for whatever reason. So I think it's a cool idea. I like the idea. It makes sense. I understand why they're going to do it because they're also going to start production of physical media because they want to make consoles that cost as less as possible, which means no disk drive. We've seen that with the PlayStation 5. Thankfully, I got mine with a disk drive. And you know what the cool thing I like about it is? If I take that disc, if I take Gears of War E-Day, I put it in my Series X, and it gives me my digital key, the thought is that if that is a play anywhere game, you can now literally play it anywhere. So you just buy it once. You now have it digitally, you can play it on your computer, you can play it on whatever like streaming device Xbox has, I don't know. Which I think is neat for those kind, like I think it's a neat little feature that Xbox has that maybe someone like Sony or Nintendo don't. Overall, I just like, I understand why they're doing it. I think it's silly. Again, this course not here, so we're gonna lean more towards like we like our physical stuff. Again, I'm the uncle who gives my 13-year-old nephew all the games he shouldn't play because his mom won't buy him, but I have. So I'm like, here's Red Dead, here's Persona 5, here is this, here is that. Have a great time. And that's gone, and that's sad because, that's what friends do. That's what family does. Like you let people borrow games, and there it goes.
So while we were talking, I was looking up. Shout out ChatGPT. I don't care. I think it's really good because I was curious what the cost of downloading these games are, because there is an infrastructure cost. So I asked, what's the average number of games that they can download for free? What's the cost for Microsoft for that user? And how many active Microsoft players? What's the total cost estimated? All that. So basically, like, either some factors, because you have to also like include like, Candy Crush and like Call of Duty players. Like this is also contributing to like the user base. So they said 500 million monthly players is like is a conservative number. The cost to actually download a game. So it's about 60 on average, 60 gigabytes. And I think the number it used for cost is 3 cents per gigabyte. So that could be like, what is it? Like $9 per player per year. And the figure it gave for 900 is like 4.5 billion, which is like really high. but you have to figure not everybody is downloading their whole library. Like some
Right.
people might use it like double, some people might use it 0. So it said it might be around 750 million to 1.5 billion per year for game download distribution bandwidth across the whole ecosystem. And that's still 4 to 7% of the Xbox revenue, which is 21.79 billion. So it's not, and again, the cost could be lower just based on like whatever deal they have with like their scope. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of money, but like now that I think, like, it's not that much. And also too, like, I'd be interested to see like how many units they plan to sell if
Yep.
this is their like, I'm just gonna get people in, because if they don't like recoup that, again, it's not gonna make or break them. It's just an annoying loss
Right.
for a company that size.
Yep.
So anyway, that's my, yeah, I don't know. If you don't care about numbers and you didn't find that interesting, that's how I kind of look at it.
Yep. Yeah.
Shout out to AI. Sponsored by AI.
Sponsored by Sponsored by AI. They don't even pay us. They don't even pay us. Unreal. Unreal. We're not even getting paid here.
That's right. Also, was also just reminded before this, I saw a bunch of reviews. EA Zero Company is coming out tomorrow. I do not have a copy. I hope I get one tomorrow. That's the XCOM Star Wars, and apparently it's really good.
Ooh, okay. All right. I think on Metacritic it's like doing really well.
Yeah.
Hold on. Metacritic Zero Company, is that what you said it was?
Yeah, like I usually get things on the day or like shortly thereafter.
It is
Like
currently
this would be awesome.
What would you say this game has a rating score of on Metacritic?
It's obviously 87%.
It is 86.
Ah!
86 right now, based on 41 critic reviews, which is really good. Really good.
Yeah. So shout out to that. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope I get my hands on it. If not,
cool.
that might be a game I still buy. So
That's cool.
Hashtag not sponsored, but that reminded me. So you know, what am I? Hold on, wait. How, I got this. I
believe in you.
You know, I don't know. You know what? There's some video game music that's music to my ears that came out today. Okay, you know, let me set the stage for you real quick.
Okay. All right. Well, now, that means you need to lead into something else. Ladies and gentlemen, we talked about Xbox not having any smash hits, but at Gamescom, it seems one game is a smash hit, and that would be Stage Tour. I don't know. What are you doing?
I thought it was called Stage Hero.
No, it's called Stage Tour. Stage Hero, dude. That sounds like some sort of musical RPG where you play like a lead actress or a lead actor, and which, by the way, kind of sounds dope.
So, you know, every story has someone who wants to. No, that one doesn't work.
Did you just AI a lead into this? Oh my God. Some Michigan village will not drink tonight. Yeah. Some Alaskan village has lost all of their drinking water, so you can have multiple failed lead-ins to this story.
Game name. I put Stage Hero, and it's like giving me all these things like someone who steps into the spotlight. I'm like, but that's not the game name. Stage Tour.
Stop. Stage Hero. Stop it.
So, you know, Stage Tour, good, because Guitar Hero is coming back. I think it's not the hero that we deserve, or it's the hero that it's not the hero that we deserve, but not the one we need right now. Batman?
It's Batman is the hero we need, but the one we don't deserve, I believe.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You were close.
Way. Yeah, whatever. You know, potato, tomato, whatever.
Big potato, small tomato, you know?
Looks pretty good. They have a bundle. I saw just for the guitar, it's like $130 or something. We are so back. When it comes to this. I'm so happy Rhythm Games are coming
back. Here's the thing. This game, all right. I love the idea of it. Clone Hero is available on PC. However, there are some issues, and the Clone Hero community is now like really has like a burr in their bonnet about this because they're like, well, you can play Clone Hero and you can play any song and you can do this, and it's like I can do that, but Clone Hero doesn't allow me to play the drums, I believe, or maybe it does, but it does not allow me to sing. Also, if there is no like backing image, you're just playing on a black background and in a chart. Hey Big Duke, happy birthday. And birthday. And like we said earlier, people don't keep PCs in their living room. So when the boys come over and they just want to jam, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it with this kind of game on a PlayStation or an Xbox. And you know what? I'm here for it. I'm here for it. The track list sounds dope. There's like 90 plus something songs right now already confirmed. The track list sounds dope. Hits like All Star by Smash Mouth. Hey Now, you're an all-star. Square Hammer by Ghost, Danny California, which I don't like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but that song bangs. Island in the Sun by Weezer, Motley Crue's Kickstart My Heart, Psychosocial by Slipknot, Just Like Heaven by The Cure, In the Stars by Rolling Stones, and that's just like a few of the ones that are going to be that have been announced. And what I really am excited for is just being able to not only play the charts I want, but they also have like a light RPG mode, that like a single player RPG mode that they're going to be working with, putting out. So I love it, dude. I think Rock Band 2 and the Beatles Rock Bands were some of my favorite games.
People still play them. I just sold a Beatles guitar like recently for like $70. Like, it's
some
crazy.
Of my favorite games. There's some of my favorite games, especially rhythm games. Rock Band 3 was fun, but what I didn't like about Rock Band 3 was you had the keyboard. But then they were like, yeah, let's put on Bohemian Rhapsody, and then you got to play Bohemian Rhapsody with you and your boys, and it was dope. And you really just, it was fun, and I have very good memories of like hanging out in my parents' basement playing More Than a Feeling during like family get-togethers and people singing and just having a good time. And I think it's cool. What I do like about these new guitars and drums and bundles and stuff is, word on the street is it will work if you have like the PC one, it'll work on the PS5. Word is it'll work on your Xbox 360. So if you still have Guitar Hero 2, Guitar Hero 3, any of those, you can plug them into your 360. You can go for it. I was a Rock Band drummer, so I'm really excited for the cymbals and the double pedal. Sick. Am I gonna get it? Unsure, because when I had it at my first apartment I lived in, my landlord came upstairs and she said, "What are you doing? You just keep banging on the floor." And I was like, "Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm playing the drums."
Now you have your wife who would be like, "What are you doing in here?" Like,
and I'd give her the microphone.
I'm playing to the crowd.
I would give her the microphone, and I would say, "Here you go. Let's go."
I have my guitar hanging up in the closet over there, my PS3, which I have my PS3 up because I love those so much. I play bass. I went to their site, and a few things I found interested. A lot of stuff. They're already selling, like, you get $20 off, like the initial bundle. They have a cymbal expansion kit. So if you're a real drummer, like, people like are going to be like nuts on this because you can add an extra hi-hat, crash, and ride cymbals. I don't know what those mean, but if you do, this is cool. Drum kit, there's like extra pedals, which this is like such a game changer. I sell again, and I'm talking about eBay. Like, I sell these parts all the time. I've parted these items out. I have sold them as bundles. Like, you cannot find this stuff anymore. So the fact that they're making it modular means that this is going to be a success. because now if something breaks or whatever, you don't just say, "Oh, well, that was fun." You go and buy the thing for $30 for a pedal, which is great. They have a bunch of different types of guitars, but one thing I want to highlight, they also have a backpack. They have a drum hub with MIDI Roadie adapter for $70, and what this means is you can hook it up to your already existing e-kit electronic drums, and you don't need theirs. You can just buy a $70 adapter, and now you can in the game, and now you can play.
Yeah.
You don't need to buy their $300 bundle or their the drums on themselves are 200. So if you already own a kit, you just buy the game. And now you're playing.
Buy the
And that's
game,
how
buy
you
the
drive software
adapter.
sales. You
Good
make
to
it
go.
easy. You don't have to sell them your plastic instruments.
Nope.
Let the people use the stuff they want. And that's why this game, in my opinion, is going to be a success, because you're not shoehorning people into buying this thing. That if you're a real musician, respectfully, you may find this stuff inferior compared to what you're used to or what you want to do. And now you can basically do this.
Yeah.
Like as a game with your friends online, whatever you want. It's gonna be sick.
I will say the stage tool, the pro kit bundle, which gives you the drums, the cymbals, the double pedal, the guitar, the game, and the microphone, is only right now at pre-order for $350. Rock Band drums, used Rock Band drums right now are going for like $200, if not more.
If you can find it locally, you win. But I sold a whole set for like $150. Like that's expensive on Tesla.
Yeah.
But I think like the pedal also too, they put a wood block on it because it had split.
Oh yeah, dude. I had to buy for my Rock Band 2 drums. I bought I had to buy a pedal with a metal piece on it because it split. So I bought like a metal piece to put over it, and then essentially just like screwed it in because it split from using it.
Yeah, and Mikey's bringing up you can use Rocksmith as well. Yep, I've sold those cords. But like it's the more you can get people into it, the better, especially with their own equipment. So this game is gonna be gonna be sick.
I think it's gonna do well. I think it's gonna do well. I would be interested to see if it has crossplay. So like if I buy it on PC and my buddy buys it on PS5, like can we still play together? In 2026, I don't see how that is not a thing. It should be, but the studio is, I think, a pretty small studio. It's the brothers from Red Octane. They're like, so those are the original, I think, Guitar Hero like 1 and 2 guys. They are overseeing this project with like another studio. Let me tell you, when I was in York, Maine at the end of July, the arcade over there had a Guitar Hero kiosk packed. Every time we walked in, walked by, packed. Did your boy get some licks on the guitar? Yes. Was I good at it? No. These fingies do not move like they used to 20 years ago when we were killing it on the keys. You know what I mean?
That's right.
But I look at like this for $350 and I go, oh man, maybe we do, maybe we take a look at that, because if I really want to play this and I want to, if I want to bang on the drums and have a good time, this is a pretty reasonable bundle. I could pay $350 for this.
Your fans are waiting.
Or I could pay $350 for all of this, or I pay $150 to get, I don't know, NHL 3 days early. You know what I mean? It's like
that keeps coming out in, what is it, like 6 days, and I'm not even excited.
Something like that. Not only that, yeah, I don't care. They also haven't talked about Chell, which is like the only mode I really want to play. And so that'll be a Black Friday $40 game.
Anyway. This looks fun. I'm curious on what they're gonna do with like extra songs. I think that's one of the ones that, like, I don't know, it gets too much. But,
well, that's the sticking point of, okay, you're gonna launch with 90 songs. That's cool. What is like the roadmap? What does the DLC prices look like? What are we looking at here? Because if it's like great, but then a bundle of 10 songs is gonna cost you $30. It's like, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to go through that again, like you did with Rock Band and Rock Band 2 and 3, and I think there was a Rock Band 4 and all that stuff. And I understand why the Clone Hero community is very possessive of rhythm games because they kept the rhythm genre alive, and people learned how to make new charts, and they charted out songs you never would have thought, and they just took their library and they charted everything. And if you want a song, trust me, you can go find it. And I played Clone Hero. Waba hooked me up with a Wii guitar, and was able to play a lot, and it's fun and it's really good, but it's not the same sitting at my desk playing and standing in front of the TV with like a buddy or people in the room also playing. It's so different, and you don't get that same feeling you do playing it on your computer in your office by yourself than you would in your living room with your kids or your wife and your kids or your friends or whoever. So I think it's gonna do gangbusters, honestly. I do.
And also, Clone Hero community needs to check themselves, because I can tell you, what is it, Project Sekai? It's all the Vocaloid games. They've still been going strong. Now they don't use instruments, but like those games are huge worldwide. Last topic, which I did not share with you. Just want to also quickly touch on Gamescom announcement. There's a game coming out that I'm very interested in. I talked about it briefly before. It's called Anata. Pez, our resident Japanese expert. What does Anata mean in Japanese?
Anata, I believe, means thank you. So this game, much like my Hell Let Loose Vietnam, I'm gonna review Anata for all.
I want to have you review an even bigger game, but Anata means you.
Okay.
It's anime GTA.
Okay.
But I'll let you know that we did not get a review copy of GTA 6. We have not looked at the leaks.
We have not.
However, Pez
is
going to give you his review
okay
of GTA 6, of which we have legitimately not watched any footage. We are going off of vibes and the trailers that they have already shared. So Pez, tell me about your experience with GTA 6.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you play as a couple, and much like you have seen in GTA 5, you will be able to switch betwixt this couple at will. I do not want to give the name of the man and woman who are dating because I don't want to ruin it for people.
For their safety.
Exactly, for their safety.
Anonymity, yep.
But what is going to happen is you come across a who is dying, okay, in an accident, and you steal money from him. And then
what, from his wallet, from his person?
No, there is a bag of money in the car.
Oh, so he's a robber, or he's
we don't know. We don't know.
Oh, that's right. We don't know because I mean, well, you do because you have the hypothetical copy.
But I'm not gonna spoil
it. Good idea.
But then you find out that this man may not be who you think he is, and suddenly you are being chased through Miami, Florida, or Vice City, as you will. And it is up to you. It is up to you to figure out not only who is chasing you, but how do you get out of there. And you will find such great locales as the Florida swamplands, the Everglades, maybe an amusement park, much like a Disney World, but obviously legally distinct, that you can run through. Much like other GTAs, you will be able to go into the dapper clubs of ladies, if you will. You will be able to ride your bike and jump in your boat and travel in the ocean. And eventually, it all wraps up in a nice little bow. But that bow, ladies and gentlemen, is not tied by the people you think would tie it.
Well, what do you score it based on your experience?
Based on my experience, kids, please shield your ears. The amount of meth that my characters did, we hung out at the Chicken Shack a lot because we enjoyed a good eat. I would rate it a 26 out of 10.
Nice.
Yeah.
So again, for legal purposes, we do not have this. We have not viewed anything.
Nope.
Much like Hell Let Loose, and there's one other game that you reviewed that we didn't have.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't know.
Hell Let Loose Vietnam, though. By the way,
that was a very good one.
I nailed it.
You were spot on.
Nailed it.
So bookmark this, dog ear this this page, because when GTA comes out, after you play that, come back to this review, and it's gonna be like you're experiencing the game all over again.
You're gonna just the words in which I have said them is gonna be like it's gonna be like beautiful spoken word poetry. I have painted, they call me Picasso Pez because I have painted such a picture of GTA 6. You don't even need to play it. You have played it in your mind. And it's great.
Picasso, Pezcasso. There we go.
Pezcasso.
If you want more reviews of games which we have not played and sometimes aren't even out yet, make sure to check us out at youtube.com/3dadsandaconsole. You can also check out our website, 3dadsconsole.com, or you can check us out when we are streaming live, just like Mikey P, at Pezzel56X. So Pez will read your comments, and I will, and sometimes I will react to them. Most times I won't, but I will see you. Also big shout out to Duke. Happy birthday. I'm glad another one. Touch 'em all, big guy. You earned it. And yeah, any final thoughts for the folks?
No. Actually, yes. If you have the ability, go watch Ted Lasso. It's very good.
And I go do the list that Marvel says you have to watch. And a lot of those movies aren't good.
Yeah, you can skip Thor Dark World, it blows.
So I watched Love and Thunder. I watched the Captain America Brave New World. I actually, because we talked about it, suffered through Secret Invasion, and I regret it. But then I saw one that I really liked. Crap, what was it? Oh, Shang-Chi's sick. That movie's actually really good.
It's really, really good. It's a shame that they didn't do anything with him for 20 years.
I know, right? Like, I watched it. I'm like, oh, whatever. Like, I don't know anything about this character. And I'm like, why is this good? Even like with Awkwafina in it. Again, I don't understand her hate. She's in like Bad Guys and stuff. Like, she's great. She was in one of my favorite Black Mirror episodes. Like, dang! Like,
very, very good.
Why have I not watched that? Anyway, go check out Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings.
Oh, and you know what's going to be dropped off at my doorstep tomorrow? 2015 Secret Wars. Sorry, yes, Secret Wars. Because I want to read it again.
I just sold that. How much did you buy it for?
How much did you sell it for?
30. Did I sell to you?
No, I bought it. I bought it on Amazon for the omnibus for $13.
Okay, good. All right. Yeah, I just realized that. I'm like, why does this sell? And it's like, oh, because of Doom. All right, guys. See you later. Bye.
All right, bye.